God damn, it is hot in here, fellas.
Let's do it.
We're doing it.
Turn the fucking fan on.
We're open. Hey,
Hey.
guys and gals and ladies and gentlemen and theys and thems and its and wits
And dogs and cats and goats
kittens and meows,
tigers and lions and bears.
and sharks. Did you know that sharks are smooth in every direction?
What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
If you pet a shark in every direction, it's smooth.
Same with me.
Cuts immediately to intro.
Welcome to the Pizza Boys podcast. Take 'em out the oven, hot and ready with a quick fact. Pizza Boys podcast. Testing since delivery, they'll be questioning your energy. Pizza Boys podcast. With Corbin, Trace, and Zach, they'll tell you where it's at, 'cause it's the Pizza Boys podcast. Who knows what they'll do? Might have a recipe for you, 'cause it's the Pizza Boys podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our 20th episode.
Does bro even take a breath ever?
20 episodes.
Zach, you're actively perspirating now.
Am I?
I'm sweating out of my head. So we were up here.
It is a little warm.
It was negative 10 a few months ago, and now it is 80 or 90 degrees up here. But hey, who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thunk that we'd make it to episode 20?
Episode 20? Is that we're on episode 20 now?
This
We
is
are.
20.
The episode that's right now?
Can you believe it?
Podcast episode 20.
Not the next one?
What?
No.
Are you
Not
sure?
the last one?
No, it's this one.
Wow.
Bro's confused.
Bro.
Anyway,
Uh,
this is a pizza show.
This is
supposedly.
pizza. Hey, pizza will make the world go round.
Hi, we had pizza.
20 pieces of pizza later, and we are here. This is a bit different. This episode was meant to be our kind of reformat. We're kind of shifting our lens to a different direction. And I thought we'd kind of go over that. So obviously we've been doing our adventure episodes of the podcast. How you guys been feeling about that?
Are you asking us?
Yeah, I'm asking you. That's how you feel about that?
We don't have the clapping one anymore?
No,
Oh.
because you said it sounded like rain.
Oh, it did sound like rain.
We've been enjoying a lot. I've been enjoying the fuck out of the adventure episodes. They've been really
Yes,
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun making it.
and they're performing better. You guys seem to like
Yeah.
it.
And it's not like, oh, we need a driver because we live not anywhere that pizza gets delivered to.
Yeah, not anymore. We kind
So-
of used up all the
Yes.
the
pizza
three places.
So for those of you who might just be joining us right now, this podcast started as the idea of we would order a pizza, and in the time that it takes to get delivered to us would be the length of the podcast.
Yep.
That was a really good concept
And
for the 4 restaurants that delivered to our house.
my favorite one is the time that it took a pizza to get to the house in an hour and a half.
And it was 5 minutes away.
That was your house.
It was a house that we
It was
had.
like a 10-minute drive at the
10 minutes
most.
tops.
It was, yeah, it's like a 5 to 10 minute drive from the restaurant, and they took an hour and a half to get there for one pepperoni
pizza.
Was it a pepperoni pizza and some breadsticks? I think?
They did have some breadsticks.
Yeah,
But
they
that
gave
was
us
it.
breadsticks.
It was a good job, but
It was-
geez, an hour
I
and
mean,
some change. That's
was
a
it
long
good or
time.
were we hungry?
I mean, we were pretty hungry,
It
but
was good.
I think it was-
Zob.
I think it was all
also
right.
really liked that pizza.
think it was
that
all
was
right.
small town pizza.
That's good. Zob.
Small
Thinking-
town,
Go listen
big
to
pizza.
Thinking back on it, that was still a really good pizza in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it was. It was very good.
So yeah, we are trying to do things a little bit differently, and this is for our sake, but also your sake, so that we can optimize kind of the content.
Yeah, we like to talk business right to our fans and friends.
That's been kind of our shtick the whole time, is
Yeah.
we break in the middle of the episode and just talk about it, what we're going to do.
Sometimes we open with it too.
Heck yeah. Dead air. Dead air.
I just was giving him a crazy look.
For the audio listeners, I just pretended to open a can and drink it, and Zach gave me the most look ever.
The most
And
look
that's
ever.
and that's called entertainment,
Yeah.
fellas.
That's called
Recently-
entertainment.
Recently,
Entertainment.
hey, this is for the locals. Recently, I went to,
What is happening? What is this episode? Episode 20. Hi. Has the intro started yet? Has the music has the intro music started yet?
I don't know.
Pizza boy.
Do we want to start it over? Do we just want to start over?
Pizza boys.
but yeah,
Yes.
so we're changing it up.
we're trying to optimize the format for you guys. And what that looks like to us is that we are going to do an adventure episode to a restaurant. We're going to eat the pizza there. And then we're going to come back here or to our location and record the podcast.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't take it that the people who are listening right now are the mukbang crowd. I don't know if you guys disagree over here.
Yeah. Side note on that, we won't be eating the pizza anymore, so you won't have to sit through the mouth noises. I was about to do it, and I was like,
I was like, don't do it,
Wait,
Cole.
that's
Well,
not
we're gonna
even,
eat the
that's
pizza
not even
in
funny.
the adventure episode. We're gonna eat the pizza
Yes.
there. We're just
Yeah.
gonna cut here to talk about it and give
Yeah.
us like our rating system and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're also revamping a lot of things how we're doing it. Do we
Speaking,
want to talk about the rating system?
I think
Trey?
we should.
So
So
I think I just gave you your government name.
we're going to have to blur that out.
So
Trace
wait. We'll come back. So this is it. So I think we should like let them know a little bit about how we're going to be talking about this pizza. We've got a beautiful 8-point system. We're moving away from like 1 to 10.
We'll get to that. I want to be the bearer of bad news here. I don't want to. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here.
There's a bear.
Bad news bears.
Took all the gas out of me with that pun, dude. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but the Pizza Boy points will be going away.
Cease to exist.
The little boy points, the big boy points, the ethereal boy points, we will be doing away with them
For now.
officially.
For
If you
now.
want to keep along calling them that, then feel free to. But we are trying to do a more kind of grounded, meaningful rating system of slices. So we have our document pulled up here. I think we could like go through it, but we have sat and broke down 1 through 8 slices and what that means for our pizza rating scale. Before we
Yeah.
do that, though,
Let's not explain every single one because that's like paragraphs. That would be like a 20-minute conversation on its own.
I think we can go through it. Do you mind if I take this?
Go for it.
Just
dog.
like brief.
So
Make
Go
it
for it, G.
the things
make
that
it like boxers and be brief.
if you say another pun, I'm gonna jump over there and rip out your throat.
I will help him.
Because we're saying something and then it's a pun and there's just like no way
We're
to get
saying
past
something,
it.
it's like,
Just no way to get past it.
no, you're fine.
I thought we were supposed to be funny. Come on, guys.
no, they're good. They're good.
Okay, so the things that we're going to be using to rate the pizzas to get the final score is something we're going to deem the pizza input. IMPUT. And that breaks down into the ingredients, the mouth delivery format, or MDF for short, the presentation, user experience, and taste. How official, guys? How official?
Yes, we're trying
Very
to be,
official. Very official.
Got a whole.
So those are all pretty self-explanatory.
It's going to be easier to follow what we're talking about is the baseline of all of this in the long run.
Yes, exactly. We're hoping that, like I said, this is meaningful and will actually give you guys a basis of what we're tasting rather than us just throwing out an arbitrary number. All of those are pretty self-explanatory, but one that I think may need some explanation is mouth delivery format. So when we were talking about this, do you guys remember we were trying to come up with like, what is it for like the different styles of pizzas or like how it
Essentially-
feels in your mouth, the mouth feel versus...
Yeah, essentially the crust of the situation, the different types of crust that there is.
and
whether it
like
be
how easily it gets to
this
your
or
mouth,
that.
I think. we didn't want those to be separate categories, so we just compiled that all into the MDF. So some examples of that could be dry, wet, slimy, crunchy, spongy, but also hold and foldability, the undercarriage, and we wrote old on there, maybe like old crust, like stale crust, staleness.
It just says old.
It just says old under there. So yeah, that's what we're going to be using. What do you guys think about that?
I'm pretty excited. I think
We
it's
spent
I think
many
it's fun.
moons discussing this.
At least a month, like back and forth on some of these things.
Yeah, we actually did. We put a lot of time. That's like kind of why we've had a big break between the last like few episodes.
Is it?
Is we've been doing a lot of like outside of Pizza Boy's life, but also a lot of like BTS Pizza Boy stuff, so that we could make it better.
Yes, not recording BTS stuff. That's what it sounded like. Just
Hater.
working on like the operational things behind it. So, like he said, we've been coming up with these different descriptions for the different slices. So, from here on out, if something gets 1 out of 8 slices, that is the worst pizza you could ever eat. So the
worst
description,
pizza in the world.
add it
Never
to the
gonna eat
tally.
again. You couldn't pay me to eat it. Actually, you might be able to pay me.
I'm
to eat it.
Italian. I'm the greatest Italian ever.
I'm orange like a tomato.
I'm orange like I was there in Sicily. I bop it a boopy.
Who is Sicily?
Never met the guy. He's probably great.
Okay.
Can we build a wall there? I don't know.
1 out of 8 slices equal to Trump is inedible. Our description is, if we were in the woods and couldn't gather berries, we would hesitate to eat this slice of pizza.
Yeah.
We have a lot of these. We're going to kind of break them down in a separate video, but that's kind of the gist. So 1 has that description. 2, pretty bad. We would avoid this pizza in most circumstances aside from near starvation. 3 slices, I guess, if it's my only option. We would be moderately upset if we had to spend money on this, but hey, it's pizza. So we're getting kind of the middle there. 4 slices. 4 out of 8 slices, pretty middle ground, is just meh.
Meh.
This pizza did not impress or repulse us. It just does the job. This is the standard for the most mid slice that you can picture.
Yeah.
So not the standard for all pizzas, but for the most mid slice that you can imagine. Going up to 5 out of 8 slices, pretty good. This is the standard of what you'd expect from a decent pizza. Taste could be described as, okay, this is nice. Or,
Oh, yeah.
I like this.
I like this.
I
I like this.
Moving up, this is where a lot of pizzas that we've
Like, this is a
tried
pizza.
kind of get to. What are you saying? What are you whispering
I'm
in the mic
talking
over
to
there?
myself.
Talk to the
He's
audience,
literally
motherfucker.
fucking talking to all the people in his brain.
I was talking to the audience. They would have seen it. I was trying not to interrupt.
No, what do you have to say? Come on. Get out. Come on.
Imagine this is a pizza.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this pizza.
Is that what you were whispering like 2
Yeah.
seconds ago?
Yeah, that's it. That's why I wasn't really saying it, because it wasn't anything.
I'm surprised you haven't given Trace an aneurysm yet.
We take turns.
Don't talk while I'm talking.
Do not. He has the talking stick.
6 out of 8 slices is where stuff is going to land a lot of the time. A lot of the stuff that we've eaten already. Borderline delicious. If you're passing by and see this place, consider turning your car around. This is a solid slice. Any logistical lumps in the dough were overshadowed by positive qualities. So that's a pretty good review if you're going to get a 6 out of 8.
Yeah.
6 out of 8 is pretty.
That's
Is what
that's
you want.
some like really
like
that's,
a
that's
very
getting
good,
really good.
above average bza.
7 out of 8 slices. We're getting into very good territory. 7 out of 8 would be a superb pizza. If given the chance, go out of the way for this pizza. Taste was superior to most pizzas in almost every way. So not perfect, not a perfect pizza, but almost there.
But a
Yeah.
very, very
Very
nice,
good pizza. Very nice experience around getting the pizza, having the pizza in the belly.
Belly in the pizza.
Belly in the pizza.
Belly turn pizza into not pizza. Pizza
maybe a
come
little
out.
no gum line.
No gum line. Gum line would
gum
fall
line.
into MDF.
MDF.
We
gum
determined
Gumline is
that.
in the MDF
I
category.
love that we have acronyms now.
It's pretty cool.
We're going to get a t-shirt that just says MBF and be like, the fuck does that mean?
And for the best pizza. If we put a pizza in our mouth and it is the best pizza we've ever tasted,
Best
or
pizza.
even the best pizza that we could conceive. Zach, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, obviously we would like to have more places be 8s. It wouldn't be like the only, like, only one place can have
Yes,
an 8. Like,
yes.
this is what you want to strive to be as an 8. 8 out of 8 slice is a perfect pizza.
It's like we could not
can-
fathom a better pizza than this, I think.
Like you couldn't nitpick something about it. You couldn't sit there and like find a flaw. It'd be like, this pizza is immaculate.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's a pretty good description. But what we got written here is 8 out of 8 is godly, worth a dedicated trip. Hop cities and state lines to get a slice of this pizza.
Oh, yeah.
The taste was immaculate, bringing a unique combination of flavors that stood out from the crowd. And then, of course, we have more breakdowns for all of our attributes there. So, yeah, that's what we're trying to go off of. Let's talk about it a little bit. I mean, why did we go from that to the 1 out of 10 Pizza Boy points?
Well, because
I feel like the descriptions really help us and the listener to understand why we decided, instead of just saying it's a 5 out of 10 or it's a whatever, it's like, okay, but why? Like, give us, and the explanations on each slice of like what the tier is really explains and gives us a good kind of baseline to go off of. Because it also, I mean, we'll talk about it later. The pizza, the one place we went to recently, Goodfellas, we really talked about what we would like to rate that, and we actually went through, and this kind of helped me kind of get an idea of like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I wanted this, but then we read the descriptions, like, well, maybe it's not that exactly, it's like close, but not this, and so it really helps us kind of get a good solid number of what it is, and we all can agree upon that solid number.
Yeah, I wanna say, did we even tell what we're eating today?
No, but we will get into it for sure.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think-
we'll get to it. We'll get to it
If
in
you
a
watch
moment.
the fucking adventure episode,
Oh, yeah,
and then now
the
you're
adventure
here,
episode comes out
you
before
should
this.
know that this corresponds with the previous.
Yeah.
So we'll get
At the
into
end
our
of
whole
episode.
adventure and our experience. I want to have a whole discussion about
Yeah.
that. But to wrap
Yeah.
up the
And
new...
so, building off of what Zach said, this is to like visualize the pizza that we're having, so that it's not only so that we can easier identify how we feel about the pizza, but also so that it's more easily relatable and more understandable.
I think
for
it lets
anyone
us
watching or
it lets
looking
us
at this.
compare the other slices that we've eaten to each other as well.
Yeah.
Like what we have been doing is looking back at the slices we've eaten and seeing these scores and saying like, okay, we thought that pizza was pretty good. But if we look back at a pizza now and say, oh, they got 5 out of 8 slices, we can say this is why we gave it that definitively.
Right.
And that's why it
Gives
landed
us
in
a
that
reason.
tier.
Yeah, the out of 10 scale is just so broadened and like undefined. We're just like, oh, how do we feel about this? But this actually puts meaning behind the numbers we're saying for our ratings.
So
Yeah, well said.
And then with the what is going to be revealed in this episode,
We're going to say it. I mean, we're going to be talking about Goodfellas Pizza. We're not trying to like hide it, but we're just trying to wrap up that kind of aspect. That's why we did the new rating system. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I mean, we went to Goodfellas Pizza.
yeah,
Do you
we
guys
did it.
do you guys know?
How long of a drive was it? About 30 minutes, you think?
It was
Let me say this before we get into that. This episode, obviously, we're in different clothes. Part of this new format is that we did this like a week ago.
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. It was
So-
like we tried to record that night. After we got back, started raining. You could hear the rain. The audio was really bad.
It
We're
was-
like, okay, we'll do the
it
next
was
day, and then the next day,
unlistenable.
and then the next day, and
Yeah.
then fucking what was that storm? Was it El Nino or something that they're talking about?
I don't know. It
Oh,
was a
called
lot
El
of
Nino.
rain.
Whatever fucking caused the rain up in the Midwest really kind of destroyed this whole last week, which is with rain,
Our goal-
mud.
It has been raining like the last.
It's been
few
hard
days.
to record.
So last Saturday, our goal was we're going to do a whole day dedicated to this podcast.
Whole day.
We're going to wake up early. We're going to get the pizza, come back, and then record the episode. And we're going to eat the pizza up there so we don't have to worry about transiting it back. But we had slowdowns getting up there, and then we were up there eating for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then we got back.
The experience was worth the time spent. It was
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a
And-
great
Highly
time.
recommend it.
So much
Well,
fun.
We more specifically.
We'll talk about that in a minute, buddy.
Okay.
We'll talk about our experience.
Corbin's just so itching to get into it.
You know there's a beginning, a middle, and an end in like a story. You're like trying to talk to the middle and end, and we're still talking about the beginning. And you're like,
Gotta talk
we
about the
haven't even
pizza.
talked about the curve
Guys.
of the middle yet.
Guys, there's a lot of tension here.
My pizza's in the
lot of-
oven. It's almost time to
Is it
eat.
sexual
told him.
attention?
I told him if he's saying another pun, I'm ripping his fucking throat and get him. Zach, get him. Guys, let's all let's take a breath. Okay.
We also
I
had
think
a party that day too. I had a party at my house, so we were trying to record and get all that stuff done
Yeah.
before the party, and
Well,
people started showing up. So it was kind of crazy.
Then we originally had a different date, and then it was like, wait, let's try this. And I was like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment that morning, and then Zach's party is in the afternoon. Oh, let's put it right between all of that.
let's try to squeeze.
Let's
in between.
let's do this very monumental episode. Yeah, we'll just squeeze it right between these two very
It
important.
wasn't
things.
intended to be like that, but it was. It was in a very busy 3 weeks that we had.
Oh my gosh.
It was the only day to make it work, and it just fell flat. So that's why things are not so awesome right now. This was supposed to be our big, clean, pristine episode, but now it's kind of just like the release of our new rating system.
You know, we'll do that at the next milestone, which we will figure out when it happens.
Exactly. So anyway, this is our wonderful episode. We tried to go to Goodfellas Pizza. We succeeded.
We eated.
We eated. We peated.
I did pee at the restaurant. I will
Yeah.
say. Very nice bathroom.
Very nice bathroom.
So let's talk about.
If we rated bathrooms, I'd say it'd be
Wait,
a 6 out of.
Trace, didn't you have a thing?
Toilets.
Who was
I
it
don't
that? Who was it that had a bathroom rating?
It was in high school.
account
Someone
in
had
high
a
school?
bathroom rating.
Yeah, my buddy
Instagram.
in high school. You might still be able to find it. I think it's called just bathroom reviews. It's got like a
Bathroom
toilet as the things,
reviews,
but
yes.
he went around and rated 20 bathrooms around.
It was really
Indiana.
funny.
I wish he would have kept it up. It could have. It was in an era before that kind of stuff would have
Yeah,
popped
it
off.
was kind of
Yeah.
revolutionary.
But now with TikTok, yeah, I mean that would be a hell of an account.
what if we just did it now as like a side?
We're gonna
Umbrella?
have to cut this so people don't take the idea.
Oh,
an
shit.
umbrella company with pizza on top and toilets underneath? That's called a trickle down economy, baby.
You start with the pizza, it ends up in the toilet.
Thank you for
Nice.
explaining the joke. That made it a lot funnier.
Sometimes it's
I'm gonna
jokes.
I'm gonna get that.
Put your feet down.
No, I'm
Off.
showing off. Ow.
Get it down.
I'm showing off.
Hey, I did
This
get
is-
feedback on the last episode, and the only piece of feedback was make sure everybody keeps their shoes on. I'm not even kidding, because Zach had his bare feet out last
Did
time.
I?
Well, that's bare feet. These are
Okay, first of all, this is my table. Put your feet down.
Sorry, Dad.
Thank you.
The vibes are
Continue.
just immaculate, guys. I'm sorry the heat's getting to us. I think the heat is just
The sexual
dripping
tension
through
is
it.
getting to us.
The sexual heat between us.
On that side of the couch.
Are you sure?
But I say before we get into the adventure, we need to talk about a little history of this place.
Yes. Yes.
Which
What- what
meant
is Goodfellas?
I meant to have it on my phone in front of me, but the camera didn't work. So now my phone is recording the episode. I don't even know if it's still recording. I haven't got up to check it, but here we are.
You would really okay? Hold on.
That'd be so
Break.
funny, actually,
please go
yeah.
check. I would hate to get this far
That'd be so
and it just
funny.
not record the whole time.
You know, maybe this podcast just isn't capable of being
Funny past 20 episodes? Who knows?
good. Okay.
It may just be a mediocre podcast with 3 white guys. It's okay.
I mean,
Anyway, I wish that I had my history in front of me, but I think I remember most of it. I didn't realize Goodfellas started in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky.
it's rubbled Nomans all over again.
Exactly.
Damn.
Did you guys realize that? I mean, I thought it was
I
kind
did
of like
not
a bigger.
know it was. How many Italians are in Kentucky?
I mean, there's a lot of Italians everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Kentucky,
It wouldn't surprise.
I mean, Kentucky's
at least like 4.
Kentucky's
At
like
least.
close
At
to
least
the East
4
Coast.
Italians.
I know I read on their website that I believe it was 2 gentlemen created this first place in Lexington, and they wanted to do it because they enjoyed New York pizza so much that they wanted to bring the New York experience to the college campus there in Lexington. I don't know what university that is. Is it University of Kentucky or which one's the Wildcats? The Kentucky Wildcats?
Go Wildcats.
That's a big.
Go Wildcats. Shout out to the Wildcats.
I could be wrong. Zach's going to Google it and hit his mic while he's
I did not mean to do that.
Google it. Lexington College. Go.
Go Zach.
No dead air.
Go Zach. Go Zach.
Is it just Lexington College?
University of Lexington.
You know, that would make sense. Stop
I
fucking
didn't
hitting your
do
mic.
it. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to do it the 4 times in a row that I did it.
Dad, I'm sorry.
So, University of
Grounded.
Lexington, they
Put
got
your
this
phone
good
away.
pizza. They didn't really have much of the middle ground. I don't know if there's much history besides that. But what I do know is that this is the first place that Dave Portnoy gave a 0 out of 0. It's that viral clip where he's outside the place. He says, "It's cold as ice. It's cold as ice." We'll play the clip.
It's ice cold. They gave me an ice cold slice. Ice cold. Go ice fishing with an igloo on this.
So that was apparently like, I think that's one of the first Dave Portnoy videos that I saw, but that really hindered that restaurant's business when he did that.
That's really funny.
I saw an article that got deleted, but the headline was still on Reddit. It was an employee that worked there that said she had worked there for 13 years, and in a matter of hours after that came out, the business was like noticeably dead. And then I guess there was a social media post down the line where the restaurant said, "We heard your feedback. We're going to close for a few weeks, retrain the employees, and open back up."
Whoa.
So they actually acted on the feedback, and then Dave went back there and tried it again and gave it a better score. Apologies, I don't know what that score is off the top of my head. So anyway,
Better than 0.
yes, for sure. They became a chain. I believe they're now in more places. I don't know the states off the top of my head, but I think they're in bigger cities now. And Indianapolis, they've made it here, and that's where we
Yes.
went today.
Yeah, we went to Indy.
Yeah, definitely today.
that was
It was
fun.
definitely today.
So this one that we went to is on Massachusetts Ave. If you're not from Indy, that is the nightlife.
The
street.
indie folk know Mass Ave.
Yeah,
It's a spot.
It's got a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants. If you're doing anything in Indy, it's most likely on Mass Ave or close
Yeah,
to it.
It's got that bouldering place too.
Yeah, Mass Ave
bouldering?
Boulder.
Wait, yeah, I talked about that on one of our episodes.
Yeah, I think it was the donut episode, maybe.
Full circle.
Anyway,
Like
we
a
went there.
pizza.
We had to find street parking. Dude, the streets on Mass Ave are so busy and congested. It's like perpendicular street parking on both sides. So you'll be driving forward and somebody will likely back out in front of you without any warning.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see.
You can't see when you're backing out.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to
You're just
get
like
hit regardless.
you're just slowly backing out, and people are either driving right around you at like 30 miles an hour, or they're stopping and letting you out.
Exactly. It was chaos, but we luckily found a spot pretty close to the restaurant.
Right in front of it, actually.
We paid it on Park Mobile, not sponsored, but I would get sponsored.
Bleep
by
that. Bleep that. Actually, you pay up.
Well, they can't pay up if they don't know that they got bleeped.
Oh well.
We want our $6 in change back.
Only bleep.
Exactly.
Only bleep one of the call outs. Don't say their name again.
Okay. Anyway, we got there and we walked right in pretty much. It is a served by the slice restaurant. Typically, you can order big pizzas to go, but they normally have a big window with a bunch of things going on. They have standard cheese and pepperoni, but then they also have weird combos. Like, don't at me on this. I feel like I saw broccoli on a pizza there one time.
Whoa.
There was a weird one in the window they had sitting there.
They didn't have as much variety when we went. Like
No.
ready made. So that's kind of what we walked in. Zach, you were saying like you started talking to the guy, right?
Probably.
Do you remember what you said?
No.
Great podcast.
I hope you watched the video because I don't remember.
Great. You know, that's called yes and, folks. If you hear
Yes
that,
and.
that's a perfect example of yes and.
I just remember seeing, I've never been to it, so I just was like, whoa, these slices are massive. They were freaking huge.
He's
And I was
like, yeah, we
"Cool."
made it ourselves.
And then we started talking to the guy. We talked about it. And we were kind of figuring out what we kind of wanted. We definitely wanted a pepperoni, so we were going to get like a.
And they didn't have pepperoni in the window.
They did
so
not.
No, he was making it as we were talking.
Yeah, they were getting another pizza ready. I think he decided to make it a pepperoni for us because we were all going to get pep. So that's 3 customers getting pep.
Anyway, the guy when we walked in was super friendly. Zach
Super
started
chill, super nice guy.
chatting him up. Shout out to you if you're giving us a listen. Yeah, we said we want a pepperoni for sure, and then we asked for his recommendation, and then he was pointing out some ones on the menu. Which ones did we end up getting?
There was like the Godfather, the Goodfellas,
The Don.
the Don.
I think
We got the Don.
we got some Don.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I think it was like
The
similar
Don
to a
Donas.
Supreme, very similar to a Supreme.
Anyway, he made us the pepperoni and then told us to go sit down and we would get the other pizza. We ended up getting a half and half. Did we share a personal of that?
We did share it.
We shared a personal.
We
Yeah,
got
they
half.
had 3 slices on
What,
each half.
what half? Did
It was half
have?
Goodfella and half the Don.
Yeah,
So
I believe so, yeah.
Watch the adventure episode. You can see what that
it
breakdown
was
was.
really good.
Sorry, I'm
They
dying.
cut it
I'm
up.
gonna try to bring up the
Perfect.
menu so I can make sure.
They cut it up perfect, so there's 3 slices of each flavor for the 3 of us.
Yeah, it worked out really
It
well.
was a great time.
It was about $12, $14.
It really wasn't bad, and for
I don't
like-
remember because I remember looking at my bank statement after and it said 25 and I paid for that and I was like, I thought it was only $12. Why am I paying $25?
You got the pizza and the slices though.
Did I?
pizza. And no, I paid for one of them. I
thought Zach paid for
Wait.
the slices and I paid for the personal.
I don't remember.
So
it was still a pretty big.
I don't
want to
say that the price was great
Still,
yet.
It was still a good size personal for.
it was like maybe a 14-inch
Where's
pizza.
good pizza?
So they had the Goodfella, the Wise Guy, the Don, the Tommy Two Times, the Vinny, the Boss,
That's why they call him
Taste of
Zachy two
Naples.
times.
Nona's Pie, Polly's favorite,
Zach
the
Dunn is the Vinny.
bootlegger, the bootlegger,
Not the bootlicker. The
I was,
bootlegger.
and the Forget About It.
Forget
Let me see this.
about
Let me see
it.
this. The Polly's, is that a Sopranos reference? Italian sausage, garlic, crumbled green pepper, onion, roasted garlic. I don't know.
Are you assuming that because it's Italian? It's,
No, because the
Yes.
name of the character in The Sopranos is named Polly.
as
Well,
if
that's
some,
like a stereotypical Italian name is
Wow.
Polly.
Anyway,
Wow.
so the Goodfella,
I
which
cannot
we
believe that you're stereotyping.
We had the
right
Goodfella,
now.
and then we had the Don, right?
yeah, we got the Goodfella, which was pepperoni, sliced Italian sausage, ground beef, and bacon. And then the Don was the other half, pepperoni, sliced Italian sausage, ground beef, bacon, green pepper, onion, mushroom, and black olives.
Oh
was so
yeah,
good.
because I decided that you know what, even though I don't like not onions, even though I don't like black olives or mushrooms, I was like, you know what, I need to be a bro and eat it and taste it because that's how shit works.
You
So-
did.
So and I did, and honestly,
It was
it was the first mushroom I liked.
It was all very, very good. We got sat in the back bar area, so we had a little bit of privacy.
Yeah, there was they have like a lounge bar there.
Yeah, it's like a full service bar as well as the pizza establishment,
Yeah,
which
it
I
was
didn't know.
kinda
I've been to
cool.
this place many times.
He's been there and he didn't know there was a bar.
I didn't really like put 2 and 2 together, I guess. But we got our pizzas.
He's no
big
mathematician.
slices. Like the pepperonis we got are about yay big. We didn't get them, but they also serve 2-foot breadsticks.
Yeah,
I've had those
Yay
before.
big.
It's very good, especially if you're out drinking on Mass Ave. Going to this place, they're open
yeah.
late. You just get a big slice of pizza
That's
and
a
a
big
breadstick.
vibe. That's a vibe for sure.
Very, very good. I liked the atmosphere a lot. Like I said, the service was great. Zach loved this pizza.
Dude, I've still raved about this pizza. Guys at my work were like, "Hey, you went to Goodfellas?" I was like, "Yeah." They said, "How is it?" I'm like, probably the highest rated pizza in my opinion.
That's very, very high regard from Zach.
I really,
Yeah.
really
We
enjoyed it.
all-
Everything
He's
about
excited
it.
about it.
We all really enjoyed it in the moment. I want to say something interesting is that we've had this gap since we ate the pizza, and I have kind of had a minute to sit on it, and I don't know if we would say it's like I'm forgetting the experience, which I don't think I do because I still remember it very vividly, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit lower than my first reactions eating it. now that I've sat and thought about it. But we can get into that later. I think that's something that's interesting with this new kind of approach, is that there's going to be a little bit of a gap from the time we actually eat it. You're not getting our face value reaction. So it kind of takes away like are we just hungry, or are we just...
They're gonna get our face value reaction when they watch the adventure episode, when we eat it on the adventure episode, and then we'll transfer from that, hopefully not too long, not hopefully a week and a half from
I'm just saying there's going to be a gap in between
me,
the
I'm
actual us talking about this review right here and us putting it in our mouths. There's a little bit of separation there, which I think is a good thing. It gives us a little bit of time to sleep on it, or not. Hopefully, sleep on it, but
sleep on the pizza.
Don't sleep
Snuggle
on it.
up all over the marinara.
You're gonna be all greasy and sauced up.
Grab the cheese like a blanket.
Grab the cheese.
Actually, if you can grab the cheese like a blanket, that's not a good pizza. It shouldn't,
Fold that dough.
It shouldn't be
over.
hard enough to be like a blanket. It should
Fold that slice of
stretch.
pizza over you.
I think
like a
that is
blanket.
something else that I wanted to talk about today. Some people might prefer the stretchy cheese, and that's something that we've been discussing with our new kind of approach. Is where do our preferences lie when we are reviewing these things?
I just meant like if you take a bite and the whole like top layer of the cheese comes off, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
That's not a stretchy piece. That would just be that'd be more solid.
Amalgamation of just cheese.
Yeah, I would say that leans towards a cheaper cheese that just kind of comes off in one bite. I guess for our kind of like stating it right here, what is your guys' typical preference when it comes to pizza?
Not party cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The revolution will not be
slices.
party
Pretty base.
cut.
Triangle slices only. I like a decent crust. I don't want anything too thick. I do like a deep dish, but
Do you like it crunchier or do you like it softer?
ooh,
That's a tough
I think this is
one.
what I kind of want to lay out for the people listening is our basic preferences.
well, I don't want it to sound like I'm eating pretzels.
Yeah.
That'd be way too crunch.
It can't be hurting my mouth from how crunchy the pizza is.
I like, okay, for example, Goodfellas had an amazing, it had a hint of crunch where it was just the first, it was almost like layered, and like the first layer was just crunchy, and then as soon as you bit into it, just was the nice dough, cooked thoroughly, wasn't chewy, wasn't stretchy. It was perfect. It was a little soft, but a little crunch. I like a mix. I like where there's not like a loud, it's not an audible crunch. You can just be like, ooh, nice. Almost like if you're biting a sausage that has that like that sleeve on it.
Snap.
The snap. Almost like a snap of the pizza, but instead of the snap, it's the crunch of the dough.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like the little bit where it's not too much. It's just a little bit of nice
So
crunch.
I think that definitely leans towards a higher quality pizza.
For sure.
I don't know if it's my upbringing or not, but I think I lean a little bit softer. I thought Goodfellas crust was a little too hard. So that's me being very picky. I thought it was a good tasting crust. The char of the crust was very nice on it. I
Bitch,
remember.
don't touch me.
Wow.
Had a very nice dude. I like I said, we talked about I don't think we talked about rating yet, but I
Right.
have said a highly rated pizza. I've told many people that this is in my opinion, one of my highest rated pizzas I've had.
What else about it made it good for you?
Like with the veggies were just like a good snappy veggies. Like they weren't too soft and they weren't like charred or anything. They were nice and cooked. And there was just a little bit of it, like just
Yeah, especially in the
like
mushrooms.
freshness.
Especially
it was
in the
good.
mushrooms.
They
you
were
could taste the
very
freshness.
fresh.
The mushrooms were not soggy. I've had maybe that's
They were
my
fresh
issue.
cut. They seemed like fresh cut.
Yeah.
Because when we
Yeah.
worked at the restaurant, we had a can cut the mushrooms all the time.
Yep.
We did that, and that's what they reminded me of.
God, Zach's
I really
throwing
liked-
up over here.
Dude, I have heartburn like crazy. I don't know what's happening. That's nothing. This pizza didn't give me heartburn. Pizza always gives me heartburn. I don't know what it was. Maybe Goodfellas just blessed me or something, but I didn't get heartburn at all. But just, dude, the sauce. I'm also a sauce slut, and
Yeah,
the
you
sauce
are.
was. Oh, it was like it was delicious. So good. It wasn't too greasy. It wasn't too like much on one side or another. It just was a perfect
Perfect.
sauce, man. I don't know. I did write this down that the crust was a little thinner than I'd like. It was closer to the thin crust style pizza. I prefer just a little bit more dough, maybe just a tad bit thicker.
It had very, very much of a flop. And not,
It was very
not
good
because
flop.
yeah, not because they cooked it incorrectly, but because of how thin the crust was.
Yeah.
And so like when you pick it up, it did a 90-degree angle.
It did a
You
very
needed
good
two
flop.
hands to eat it.
Unless you fold it like a pro.
I do want to say, I think that could also partially be because it was fresh out of the oven. Because sometimes when you let a pizza sit, it has less of a flop to it. You know what I'm
kind
saying?
of firms up a little bit.
Yeah, it firms up a little bit.
Almost like letting a steak settle for a minute.
Exactly. Like if you let the pizza, like sometimes on a box pizza, it's like, hey, you got to let the pizza sit.
He did bring it out like immediately. Like he's like,
Oh, yeah.
and here it
It
is.
was
And we were like,
right.
whoa.
Yeah, for both of them pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But I did the New York fold, and even then it did a little like tongue.
Even with the fold, it still had a little
So-
flop at the
Yeah,
end.
it's so good.
If
though.
that is my
It was
preference-
so good and tasty.
Even if that is my preference, I would say I like it to hold a little bit more. I like a little bit thicker crust to hold. For me, I thought the veggies tasted very good. I'll say they were super fresh. And I think we're kind of getting into this automatically, but our input, so the ingredients were super fresh. I thought they could have used a little more heat. They were very snappy, but I would have liked them cooked a tiny bit more, just so they weren't so crunchy. Like the green peppers, like
There was a
crunch.
bit of a
It was a
snap.
very crunchy green pepper.
Are you almost talking about it as if like you were putting veggies on the grill and getting them almost
Yes,
like not charred, but
yes.
like cooking like that? I see what you're saying. I could see that. That's a preference thing.
I think it is.
I like them both. I like them both ways. I like it where maybe say you're making a kebab or something, and you're just charring the veggies, and so they're like when you go to eat them, they're soft.
softer. Yeah,
They're not mush, but they're
Yeah.
just soft. Like they still hold their.
the heat's
form.
breaking down the cellular membrane. That
Because I don't like mush.
I don't want mush
I don't
either.
want mush.
I don't want out of the can mushrooms. I'm not saying
No.
that.
You don't want mushrooms. You want mushrooms.
Exactly. This guy gets it. So that is kind of both our ingredients and our MDF. I mean, we talked about the flop and the transport
Oh,
to
yeah.
the mouth. Talking next about the presentation. I thought the presentation was
It
immaculate.
looked great. Do we have photos of it?
Yeah, we'll throw
Bam.
them.
Yeah, there's the
Bam.
Yeah, boom.
Bam.
Boom.
Bow. All right.
It
anyway,
was especially the pepperoni. I do want to say it did have some grease to it.
It was pretty
It
greasy.
wasn't like crazy greasy.
But-
it wasn't not greasy. It had grease to it. That also being said, though, very important on the same note, did not upset an empty belly. It was
No.
not an acidic slice of pizza at all. None of the ingredients were like,
for the amount of grease that it could have been with the size of the pepperonis and just the way it was, I expected it to be a grease pit, and it was
Well,
not.
that's so those old world pepperonis, the big pepperoni,
old world style.
those typically lend to a lot more grease because they are larger. I do really like a pizza with old world pepperonis on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're very good, but that contributed a lot to the grease. As far as the acidity goes, Corbin, I don't know where we disconnect on this. I think you're going more from a heartburn perspective. I go from a teeth perspective. It might just be every.
You just punched her, Mike.
I did. It might just be every tomato sauce like has the capability.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's where I'm failing to see it. But when I ate the Goodfellas pizza, 2 bites in, my teeth were sore.
Yeah.
From the sauce.
Oh,
From the sauce. They were
interesting.
sensitive
Well,
to it.
that could just be like a tooth sensitivity thing.
I've never
and
been.
you might want to talk to your doctor about that.
I've never had.
All right, fuck me, I
anything
guess.
No. I mean that.
Something like
Like
that.
actually.
I mean, actually, your teeth might be fucked up. You should go to the doctor.
Like
Actually, you need to go and call your dentist right now.
Let's
We
get the
think
tooth.
There's something
Let's get
wrong.
the tooth cam going right now.
There's something wrong.
Open them chompas.
Oh, I see root canals everywhere in there.
oh no, no!
Zach,
I've
get the
had
drill.
one. I've
Zach,
had-
get the drill.
I've had a root canal. They suck,
I'd never want one.
dude. The worst. Okay, I don't want to do it.
Do a quick derail, yeah.
All right. All I remember is I'm just laying there, and she's like, "Can you feel anything?" And I'm like, "No." And then she's okay. And then she just like it was. They had to cauterize the because whatever
nerve.
the nerve. I could feel it no matter how much numbing. I just was like, oh, fuck. Like I could just feel it.
No.
Just cauterizing in there, and then I was like, "Is this done yet?" And she's like, "Nope." And then she had to like do something. Oh my,
No, thank
so
you.
much drilling.
No, thank you.
It was a nightmare.
Terrible.
I would much have rather.
Hey, Hey, make sure to brush
I've
your teeth.
been ran
after
over
your
by
pizza.
a car. I don't know.
You would have rather gotten hit by a
I would
car.
have rather someone hit me with a car than do a root canal.
I
That's terrible.
really hope I never have to do that. Anyway,
Horrific experience.
I'm hoping that
Continue.
the pizza sauce doesn't mean that I have to get a root canal.
Hoping not.
But
Thoughts
yeah,
and
we
prayers
should
to Trace.
we should have a little jam sesh about this acidity thing
Yeah,
because
let's
it
prayer
keeps
circle
coming
for
up.
Trace.
I haven't please
Leave a comment.
call
in the
this
chat.
number. Call this number.
Call the number on your screen now
To
and
help
join
this
our
poor
join
man
our e-prayer circle
for his
today.
dental needs.
I'm putting Zach's personal number on there.
No.
So we did the M and the P. Now we need to do the U, the user experience. Again, very, very good. So user experience would kind of be like how you can order it, how the service was,
The vibes overall.
overall vibes, getting there, the cleanliness of the restaurant, I would even say go in there. It's all just like me,
How nice the bathroom
us,
is.
the pizza boys being the user. How was our experience?
2 thumbs up on the bathroom. It was a good bathroom.
Like I said, the guy who gave us the pizza was incredible. He was awesome to talk
Very
to.
chill dude.
He broke down the menu for us and kind of gave us his recommendations.
Yo, also-
Yeah, he did. He kind of helped us because we had no idea. At least you've been there before. I've never been there, and I think I kind of just took the reins and it just was like, "Hey, let's see what's up." And he was very helpful. Like, okay, yeah, here's the menu. Broke it down. Explained to me what's up, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice. I really enjoyed it. I got what I needed in a quick fashion too. It wasn't just." Well, we have this, we have that.
And he was
What do you
enthusiastic
like?
about it.
Yes, he was very
He
like.
wasn't just
Yeah.
like inconvenienced by
It
us.
Seems like he
oh,
likes his
here
job.
It is, this and that.
Seems like he likes his job
And-
and enjoys what he does.
And the whole time this was happening, the fella in the back was flinging that dough. That dough was stretching like almost as long as this couch. I swear.
he was flinging down.
Well, they have massive.
Yeah.
Like I said, their slices are massive. So to make a full pizza of that before they
That's
cut
a-
it, it's got to be like a.
That's a big
3 foot
pie.
It's like a 3-foot piece of dough.
That's a big stretched out pie.
So yeah, user experience
Yeah,
was
they definitely
great.
hand stretch their dough.
And then leaving it on overall taste. Overall taste. I think it melded together very well, and I know you guys felt this way too. For me, it maybe could have used a little more cheese. Was that what I discussed?
I feel like the cheese might have been a weaker part of this pie. It was there, no like crazy flavor. It was very very good, nice, but it wasn't like stand out like, whoa, this cheese on this pizza was so good.
Did we have photos of the pizza on here?
We did a whole recording of us eating it. Yes.
I know, but I wanted to look at the photos because I couldn't remember because I want to look at it and be like, let me see the
This is
sauce.
why I asked if we could watch the videos before.
We cannot. It's still part. No.
He
Still
didn't
on the
even
camera?
He didn't even bring the camera.
I'm sorry.
From what I vaguely remember, unfortunately, I hope. Now that I think about it, there wasn't a lot of cheese. But I don't, and usually I would say that's a bad thing. But for some weird reason, I think it actually wasn't a negative. Honestly, I don't think it's a positive, but it's not a negative.
I think for me, the vegetables and the toppings needed a little more glued to hold it
Okay.
together.
Yeah,
So I think the
that's
cheese
fair.
would have been there. It all tasted really good, but I also think maybe the sauce wasn't my favorite. I know Zach really
Yeah.
liked the sauce. I think for the taste overall, the sauce could have been a little more iconic. It could have been a little sweeter, or it could have been a little tangier, but it was just very middle of the road. But it was a good slice. So I think for me, the main negatives were the crust was too crunchy and too floppy, and probably could have used a little more cheese, which for me is going to bring it down a little bit overall taste. But again, the user experience was incredible. So that's kind of my breakdown.
How many
funny.
slices are you going to give it, bro?
Wait. That's funny to say.
You guys can add on to
That's
this,
funny
yeah.
to say that it was crunchy and,
And
floppy.
floppy.
That was a thing. Yeah, it was very crunchy to bite, but to hold it didn't hold its frame.
I thought
Very
that was a
interesting.
positive.
I liked the setup of the dough.
I like a floppier
It wasn't
sauce.
like it wasn't too it wasn't too spongy. It did have some good
Oh, there was
flop.
no sponge. Yeah, no.
It did have some good flop. It
No
was
gum
like,
line, really.
No
gum
gum line
line.
at all.
That's a positive.
It was like such a beautiful like bread to eat into because it did have that nice layer of crunch to it. Not super crunchy, not a lack of crunch. And then right underneath that layer, some nice like good, not like chewy bread, but chewable bread.
Yeah.
That you could really bite into, and it's not you're not fighting it.
the char-
you're eating it, and it's going down good. The char was
It
tasty.
had a very, very good taste.
I would
to
say
it.
out of all the pizzas we've had, probably the best char.
Yes.
I do wanna say
it is
that.
up there for what we've eaten on this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. But going forward, kind of setting this new precedent, I don't know if I could give it super high. If we're ready, or not the highest, are we ready to put scores on it? Do you guys have anything else to say?
I have a number. I know I didn't say much of.
Oh,
Of
I want Corbin to say.
'Cause
his
I wrote down. I wrote
feelings.
down my feelings on this
Feelings
pizza.
of the
Yeah,
czar.
And
let's
I'm
hear
like,
it.
I'm picturing it
Let's
in my
hear it.
head. I'm like remembering like pizza.
We said no chewing
It was-
noises.
It was so good pizza. The dough I already went through. No gum line. Sauce was flavorful, a little sweet, like both of them said. Trace might have a teeth issue. We'll circle back on that. The cheese we discussed, yeah. The pepperoni did have good flavor. It wasn't. I would have liked the pepperoni to maybe be a little bit more on the crispy side because it was just like
It kind of, that old
warm.
world sinks
It was-
in.
yeah, but it was still very good flavor to it. And even though I was like, "Whoa, this pizza's greasy," it wasn't like crazy greasy. It wasn't like, I just had like the greasiest pizza in the world. It was like, it was very good overall. And personally, I like a pizza that you can fold because sometimes I don't want to get all the pizza all over my face. So when you fold it, you take your bite like a sandwich. The bread of the bottom being on the top now prevents you getting sauce all over your nose. Little mustache, you mustache fellas, you might know.
Professional
You might
rated
know.
czar.
Beautifully folded pizza. It stayed together exactly how
I
it should be.
disagree. I
And that's okay.
I think what
Disagreement.
My small little rebuttal here is that the foldability, for me, I want it to be like a paper airplane where it folds and stays in that kind of pre-winged airplane
Are you?
mode.
I don't think I've
Oh,
ever had
no.
a czar that's ever done that.
like stays, like you can set it down like a taco.
Casey's Pizza, for example.
Did it?
You fold it in half and it doesn't bend at the end.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I want it to stay that triangle shape when I go to fold it like
because
that.
we folded it and it was still a little flop
Yeah.
in the end.
Like
But,
halfway
okay.
through. Like
But wait,
halfway
it
through.
It was you fold it into a isosceles triangle.
Yes.
It was still floppy at the very
So
end.
the handle was isosceles, but then about halfway through the slice,
Yeah.
it kind of collapsed on itself and folded down. And so when Corbin was saying he wants it to go into his mouth like that, I had to go up.
I mean,
and then
there was
down
a little
into
bit
the
of a
mouth.
dip.
Yeah. When
I-
you're holding the pizza and it's like this, and then this is like this at the end, I do like that. Just as like the first couple bites, because
Like
it's just,
1 to 2 inches max, I think.
Yeah, it's just the way the dough makes it happen in the.
It's because it
center.
was so large.
Yeah.
Now I also
It was so
wanna know-
large, like some would say too big.
I want to know.
I think it was way too big. 5 to 6 inches would have been perfectly fine for a slice of
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Continue.
When Corbin did mention the fact that sometimes when you let a pizza sit, it might kind of firm up just a tad bit.
Yes.
I wonder.
We didn't
because
do that.
We did get it like
Immediately.
fresh, like
Yeah.
out of the oven. Here you guys go. Here's your za.
Yeah.
So I do wonder that if it might have firmed up just a tad bit, just enough to make it maybe closer to what your feelings are. What would
It
you
might have.
prefer?
Yeah.
It might have.
Whenever,
But that is not the experience we had.
No.
I will say, whenever I go back, because I will be going back.
There's a Bloomington one too. That's down the way.
I will be.
There is a
commenting-
Bloomington one?
I will
Yeah.
be commenting down below one of our posts or videos, saying, "Hey, it did hold up. Like I got one that was
Yeah.
sitting there for a little bit, and it was more firm."
He'll do an amendum to
Yeah.
in the
All right.
comments.
Not maybe not an amendment, just a follow up. Just like this other experience,
An
it did
edit.
happen. Like because we're we're becoming pizza professionals, perchance.
Trying to. All right, boys. Well, I think it's time to give a number to it.
It's
All
that
right,
number time.
One to
being
8.
like,
1's the worst.
1 is the worst.
1 is inedible.
8 is the best.
8 is God tier.
Do you want to pull up our descriptions one more time?
Sure.
Do we need? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because I want to read off the one that we choose again.
Okay.
Yeah, just I think that's fine to reiterate that.
Yeah.
Just the one that we choose. Yeah.
So based on the criteria that we described
I will hand
earlier.
it to you, sir. Trace has it.
Corbin,
Trace-
do you want to go
Trace-
first?
Or you both have it.
Okay, I'll start us off. I'll start us off this time.
I always
usually wait
forget
until
you,
last.
so I'll let you go
No.
first.
I usually wait till last just because I want to hear what you guys. I'm gonna say. I give this pizza 7 slices.
He's going 7.
Ooh, he is going 7.
It was a superb pizza. If given the chance, go out of the way for the pizza. The taste was superior to most in most of the ways, yeah. Ingredients were fresh, like the vegetables. They talked a lot about the
Yep.
vegetables. I didn't even want to get into it because they already said all of it. The pizza presentation was clean. Went out of its way. They went out of their way to be like, yeah, this is the place. The place was very nice.
It was amazing.
the
vibe,
MDF
the vibe was so chill.
Yeah, the MDF was overwhelmingly positive as well. So yeah, I give it a nice 7 slices there.
So I think that is a fair analysis, but I'm going a little bit lower. I don't feel like the MDF was overwhelmingly positive, and I think that was my biggest complaint. So I'm going 6 out of 8 slices. Borderline delicious. If you're passing by and see this place, consider turning your car around. This is a solid slice. Any logistical lumps in the dough were overshadowed by positive qualities. Taste could be described as wow, dang, or Presentation was above average and went slightly above the standard in some aspect. User experience was noticeably quick, smooth, and easy, or kind, and the MDF was memorable. So I think it just is not quite a 7 for me. But we're going to take the group opinion here.
I mean, yeah, maybe not overwhelmingly positive MDF, but positive overall.
I remember when I first, I initially.
I remember when I first
Flashback.
had a pizza, when I was sitting there eating the frozen Tostino's pizza, and my mom said, "Son, one day you're gonna make ripples in the pizza world."
Do you remember that time we were playing Xbox and I was screaming about the pizza rolls that were everywhere on the floor? And I dropped them. I remember that. I remember we were on an Xbox mic, so I was like, "Fuck, there's pizza rolls everywhere." You're like, "What's happening?" Like, "There's pizza rolls everywhere." I don't know what I did. I was like making pizza rolls and I dropped
tossed them. Yeah.
That's the first like big memory I have. No, I remember I initially wanted to give this an 8. I am not giving it an 8. I mean, even if I did, we would still have to narrow it down. We would still have to combine our opinions and make it one solid. We're all going to agree on one solid number.
Yeah, we're not gonna split the.
We're not going to do that. And we also can't have half numbers. Even though I would love, if I could, I would give this a 6.5 or a. It's so.
But we can't.
I really.
But
want-
we can't.
We can't. It's impossible. You can't do that. Whole slices only.
Yeah.
But I can't decide now between a 6 or a 7. Don't make the fucking stupid
6,
joke.
7.
I wish I had a gun right now.
I do also want to say, when bringing my number to the platter, I'm keeping in mind previous pizza ratings because I don't think we're gonna like reiterate past pizza numbers with this new rating system, but we did personally talk about that. So referencing that is
We
based
I
in
think
my
we're gonna have to
through-
readjust our.
I think we're going to read
scores.
through. Yeah, I think we're going to do that again because there's a lot of 7s.
We went through and
7.
converted all the Pizza Boy points to slices, but now with this new experience in the actual environment of this new rating system, I think we're gonna need a slight adjustment. We weren't too far off.
Let me ask you one question real quick.
Yeah.
Before Goodfellas, we had A-Zip. We all really cherished A-Zip. A-Zip was phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we still think it's a 7 slices? So originally A-Zip was 8.5 Pizza Boy points. And then
I don't
converting
know.
that to 7 slices. Do we still think A-Zip is a 7 slice?
I think that we
Or
need
is it a
to.
6 slice?
I think we need to alter all of our previous
we will
scores.
alter all of them again. We will sit down and have a gentleman's meeting about pizza.
Cigars and whiskey.
Dude, yeah, we'll put on our suits and everything too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, A-Zip.
A-Zip was, we have 7 slices. So, but I want to know, do we think this is better than A-Zip?
So-
Another thing, okay. I do want to say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
Even if hypothetically Goodfellas is a 7 and A-Zip stays a 7, that does, even if we say
Yeah.
that like Goodfellas is maybe better than A-Zip, that doesn't mean, I don't even know where I'm going. All
It's
I'm
a
saying
tier.
is
It's a tier, right?
it's a tier. A-Zip and Goodfellas can both be 7s on their own
It's
way.
like a tier list
Yeah.
works. You got multiple things can be S tier, multiple things can be A tier.
yes.
It's similar to that.
Everything, just going off of what we have right now. I think we're going to go back through and change it again, which is fine. There's a few of them that I see that are accurate. There's other ones that I see that are definitely need to be
Adjusted.
a few.
I will say my 7 on Goodfellas is a 7, but it's a lower 7 on this tier.
And that's fine.
But it was
So
just-
about the question
it was
about
good.
A-Zip, for me, I would say
I didn't know we're rating
because
A-Zip
of-
on this episode.
we're not. We're just it came up. I think it would be above Goodfellas for me because of the uniqueness. The uniqueness of the flavor.
Their uniqueness
It had equally
is-
fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
Its crust was not the best, but the uniqueness of the flavors blew my effing mind, dude.
The crust was something to. The crust was lackluster,
Bro,
in my
that-
opinion.
The
but
the
what-
West Sider.
And the while
I've had
it
it
was
again
good,
since.
Goodfellas did not blow my mind the way that A-Zip did.
You know,
Well, are
put
you
it-
saying
wait,
that? So,
wait.
are you saying that like?
I'd
if-
say that factor in itself puts it above
okay.
Goodfellas for me.
Well,
even-
A-Zip was
I know what he's
also
saying.
cooked in a conveyor belt pizza.
And that's why it's okay. Hold on. Let me be the middle ground with both of you right now. Zach is saying something straight from my noggin. I don't know how high I can rate A-Zip because it's a conveyor belt pizza place, but it is it's probably the best
It's
conveyor belt
delicious.
pizza place you could ever
it's
go
great.
to.
It
That also being said,
it was great.
That also being said, A-Zip takes the pie with being unique
Yes.
and having very like awesome, like they put flipping soda syrup on a pizza and
They did.
it's like I'm drooling
pulled
thinking
pork,
about it.
yeah.
I had it since that episode. I cleaned my plate. It was so good. No,
Yeah,
eight left, no
don't-
crumbs. 8 left, no crumbs.
I think
But I will also bring it back to Goodfellas because we're not rating A-Zip, we're rating Goodfellas. Goodfellas is very good classic pizza place because not everyone wants the crazy pizza flavors. Who, like a family that might, like maybe an adult with a child is listening to this and they're like, oh man, they're talking up Goodfellas. That sounds like a good classic pizza place.
A-Zip's-
It's a good classic pizza place. Take your child to the pizza place. It's good classic. It's not crazy. It's gonna be like the child's gonna be like, I want pepperoni and cheese, Papa, and then you can be or like Mama, and then you can be like,
so can I have
and you
some
can be
more?
like, here you go, child.
Here,
I love
Timmy,
you.
take the
Here's your
pizza."
pizza that the pizza boy said is good, and the child's gonna be like, this is good, reliable, rated pizza.
What
I'm not really
A-Zip,
following anymore.
what A-Zip really shined on was the uniqueness. I will say that I remember us having the Stainer Pep, and it was their pepperoni pizza because that's our baseline for
Yeah.
everything. We always get their pepperoni as like a flat base,
Yeah.
and then we try to get maybe the recommended or something crazy or something that's unique is what we try to do.
Yeah.
And their pep was good.
It was very good.
It wasn't anything crazy. I remember when it came down to who wants what slice, the pep was the last thing touched.
Yeah,
it was
it was.
always the
Yeah.
West Sider.
The
No
poblano.
poblano.
The no poblano, that is delicious. I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever had a perfect Mexican style pizza as in the no poblano pizza. That is amazing. But I will say, standard pep, but we're rating it for everything. Obviously, this is the whole.
So
point.
my last
I'm
thing,
sorry.
and we can wrap up A-Zip, is Corbin's point about the conveyor belt is I don't think just because a pizza was made that way should discount its score.
Right.
So
right.
like we could have a brick oven pizza from a 100-year-old brick oven and it could be shit.
That's
Yeah.
also
Or we
true.
could have a frozen Dollar General
that place in
pizza and it
Franklin
could be a
that
10
closed.
out of 10 or an 8 out of 8. You know, that's our journey to find. Like,
True.
so I think that just because it was made on a conveyor belt should be considered, but
Oh,
it shouldn't
damn.
discount it. You know,
I was being the hater.
I take back what I said about the conveyor. I do remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh, in my mind, I immediately thought less of it, and I was wrong. I'll admit it, I was wrong.
It made a really good.
It made a good zaw.
and it was quick. It was out in like 3 minutes.
Okay, okay,
Or you could
back to
take it home without even cooking it.
Oh yes, shout out to those people for pointing that out. We might do that in the future. Okay, back to Goodfellas.
Back
Zach
to
needs to
Goodfellas.
score.
I'm so sorry.
Back to the
I
Goodfellas
can't-
episode.
I'm gonna cry. Dude, I swear I'm actually might cry. This
okay.
pizza has given me emotions.
We're getting vulnerable here.
It was such a good za. I wanted to give it an 8. And then I'm like, okay, 7. And I'm reading, and I'm going back between 6 and 7. I'm reading because no! I really need a gun. What I'm saying is, they both, between what we said on 6 and what we said about 7, they both have attributes of both, where some shine better than others. As in, like, for example, I would say almost, if given the chance, go out of your way for maybe not like an hour out of your way, but if you're up in Indy or somewhere where there is a Goodfella, I don't know where you live, Kentucky, wherever else. If there's a Goodfellas and you're craving some za, please, for the love of God, if it's maybe 30 minutes out of your way, do it. It is a good za. But
Would you say Hop State lines or whatever?
no.
I wouldn't say Hop State.
I would not
Lines.
say Hop State line.
I would
It's
say-
great za.
I'd say
loved it.
travel across. Like if you're on one side
I would
of
not
Indy,
travel cross far though. Honestly, it's
All
okay.
right.
Here's another thing too.
Like-
I like where I live. I don't live anywhere near Indy.
If you were in town for the Indy 500, which might have happened recently, we would say like, "Hey, you're in town for this? Check out Goodfellas if you've never had it. Like, it's pretty good pizza."
I would. It's one of those ones that I'm not just going to give a blanket like you should go there.
Okay, I have a question, Trace, real quick.
Hold on. Let me finish this thought. Like, there's other pizza places in town that I would say, like, if you need to get pizza in Indy, try this pizza. Ooh. Goodfellas is like, oh, are you running short on time? Like, where are you going to be at? Are you going to be close to it? I wouldn't say travel across town for this.
Yeah.
I would say, like, if you're passing by, stop there, which is 6. And I said that again
Okay.
without even knowing that for sure. So that we need to wrap it up for time. We're getting kind of long here, but I'm going to say,
6. I'm sorry.
oh.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad. That's a high.
good-
That's a very high. Almost that is tickling the butthole of 7. The 6 is reaching up and trying to grab the ass hairs of 7.
Jesus.
All right.
Is that why 7, 8, 9?
Yes.
Oh.
No. Okay. The only reason reading it again, and 6 is not bad at all. 6 is a
6 is a
I
very
don't
good
even like
pizza.
that it says borderline delicious. It was a delicious pizza. I don't even like that it says borderline delicious. It was a delicious pizza. Delicious za.
Yeah.
Delicious. And here's another thing too with A-Zip and stuff. A-Zip is very unique. If you want a unique pizza, if you want a unique I'm having a stroke. Unique za.
So heated.
Goodfellas, very good traditional style za. If you are a
Yes.
big traditional za with marinara, the old world pepperoni is delicious. The two different kinds of sausages they used, the veggies or everything about it was just amazing and superb.
Yeah.
But I think it is a solid high 6.
Okay.
All right.
Only because, and I might change this later, but only because.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I'm locking you down.
This
And
is
the way
locked
and the
in.
way you're talking about it, like I mean, there's other pizza places that you talk about in Indy that you're like you would probably recommend people to go other places,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to go to those places too.
Yes.
So for right now, and it's probably locked in forever. I love you, Goodfellas, and you're a great 6.
6 out of 8 is a very good score.
Yeah, that's
We're
a
trying.
great-
That's a
very,
good number.
very good pizza.
Every place should strive to be a 6, at least minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum of a 6.
Yeah.
An 8 out of 8, like we said, would be God tier. Like Like we walked in and we started floating off of our feet, and
God tears we walked in, they were like,
like,
never mind, we had to bleep all that.
We were like cartoonishly carried in by the scent of the pizza to the restaurant.
and then angels came down and sat it upon us and
Yes.
sprinkled gold dust on it. And
Precisely.
everything.
And like the past 19 episodes and pilot, this descriptions this whole thing is ever evolving with how we will be rating this, but right now we are setting in brick oven stone the baseline of how we're going to be moving forward.
he said it.
It is a high. It's almost 7. It is
So,
almost 7.
It's a 6 though.
To
I was
wrap
going to
it-
ask you, Trace, because I was going to ask you if we could do like math where he has a 7, I have a 6, and I would do 6.5 and see what that rounds up to.
You're
No.
eliminating the point of all the work we put into this.
But no,
rating
you're right.
system.
That's why I said never mind.
Yeah.
And
it
so
is-
to wrap this all up
It's
in
a
a
6.
pizza circle fashion, we have 2 guys saying 6. I said a low 7, very high 6. So we're gonna settle on 6 out of 8 slices
Throw it right here. No, throw it in front.
in front of us.
we have like a Sesame Street style 6 pop up.
6, and then it morphs into the slices.
6. How many can you count?
How
One.
many slices are on the screen?
Ah.
But yeah, I don't know if we have much else to say without going into a whole nother discussion.
I almost cried giving it a 6 though. That's how close it was to a
Yes,
7.
thank you for
I
having us,
really-
Goodfellas. It was very
Yes.
good. We will definitely be around
I
again.
will be going back
Yeah.
again for
I,
sure.
There's some Goodfellas at Goodfellas.
Hopefully we're
some
gonna-
Goodfellas had Goodfellas.
Hopefully we're going to get some stickers, and we might bring you a
Ooh,
sticker.
yes, we want to give people stickers.
Before we got off of here, I did want to say, if you are listening to this, thank you for listening. Go watch the adventure
If
episode.
you're still listening,
Go
if you're
watch
still
let us
the
know, please.
previous
Like, wow.
episodes.
Thank you.
And if you're around Indy or Ohio or Illinois or Kentucky or Michigan, please let us know pizza places that you recommend.
Yes.
We want to know what's out there. If there's a small town little hut that you think might be the best pizza hut around.
If you want to fly us out of further than that,
Oh, we'll eventually
could do
get
that.
further out. We're starting where we're at, and we're slowly going to just branch out as much as we can.
you can
have a
DM me
pizza-
money too.
if you have a
That'll
pizza
make it
place,
better.
If you have a pizza place and you want to host us, reach out.
And we'll try
We're
it.
open.
And we'll give
This
you an
summer-
honest review.
This summer is young.
We've joked a lot about
We're working on stickers.
about getting catered to.
We're working on other things. We're adventuring. This summer is young,
And we're getting old.
and we hope that y'all
You
have a pizza day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.